Hey, fellow world-class riders. I know I've been a bit off and on. As you can see, the background is different behind me. That's because I'm finally in Italy. I've been trying for the past year to live in Italy, and we finally found a place, so I'm here. Still haven't really unpacked and stuff, so it's been a bit hectic, and our horses are on the way, so I'm super excited about that. So, yeah, I'm in Italy now, and hopefully in the future, I'll have time to actually sort out the background and stuff later. But as you can see in Italy, the walls are yellow because everything is very sunshiny here. So super excited to be here in Italy. And thank you guys so much. If you guys are joining me live, just let me know where in the world you are. Okay, where you are, or if you want to come and visit me in Italy, just let me know in the chat. So in today's video, I want to talk about fun exercises to do with your horses because I actually just added some new guided audio riding lessons into it's a private podcast player, so you have to be a member in order to have access. But I just added 2 new lessons, and one of them is an obstacle course. And this is the thing, this is so much fun. I always have fun when I do this. I always have a lot of students, and especially if they're really high level. And I'm not just talking about kids, by the way. I'm talking about fully grown people. Okay, I usually, to have a fun day, set up a little obstacle course. And at first, a lot of the students are kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, or oh, my horse does, and then insert excuse here. And it's a lot of fun because, well, the whole point is to actually have fun. So you should be smiling and laughing. It shouldn't be that it's all perfect, especially if you do dressage or really high level show jumping. Everything is so technical and you're working with your horse so much, and you're riding 6 days a week. You have a very strict training plan and training regime. And I actually was training with a woman, so she qualified for the WEG, and her friend and her, they're pretty high level, they do endurance. Yeah, endurance is their thing, so they have a very kind of strict training plan with their endurance horses because they have to be so fit in order to ride these 100-mile rides. And Kara joining from New York, woohoo! What you think? What you think of Italy? I know it's not much to see right now, but I might do some videos outside later in the in the scenery there. So, anyways, these obstacle course exercises I would actually give to my students of all disciplines, all levels, because it's a good way of, if you're suffering from burnout, maybe you and your horse, or maybe your horse is bored. Okay, a lot of really smart horses, they start finding things to be naughty about if they're bored. Okay, it doesn't have to necessarily be as extreme as bucking or rearing. Maybe they're, doing something that they should be doing better, but they're not quite doing it, or they're getting really energetic or really hyper, or they're just not listening to you so much anymore. Then they're probably bored. Okay, so obstacle course is a fun exercise to do if you are having a bored horse, or like I said, you need a break from your high level competition training environment. And then one of the other audio lessons that I added was also barrel racing. And a lot of English riders are going to think oh, well, I can't do that. Okay, I can't do barrel racing in an English saddle. Well, yes, you can, because I make all my students do it at least once. Okay, it doesn't have to be hardcore barrel race. You don't have to, go at the speed of light. It's actually not about the barrels. And if you are watching me live, what do you think it's about? Just let me know in the chat, live or watching the replay. Comment down below. What do you think it's about? Or what do you think you would learn the most, okay, by doing a barrel racing exercise? So it's not about the barrels. It's about your turns. Okay, it's about your turns. Because if you think about it, okay, even if you're not racing at the speed of light, what's a canter pirouette? It's a really small canter circle, right? Which a horse can only do if they're super collected. What do you think about the jump off in a show jumping competition? Okay, the best riders, the top riders who win, usually are the ones that can make those super tight turns and then, jump 1.65 m from a one stride distance. So it's about the turns. Okay, so doing fun things like obstacle courses, barrel racing, all of this fun stuff. There's a whole lot of other exercises in our guided audio riding lessons, but I'm using these ones as examples because I just added them and I'm really excited about it. So doing these different type of exercises can really help you and your horse to actually learn something and improve something. And worst case scenario, you try the exercise, you fail miserably, but then you're like, oh, my turns are pretty bad. Okay, like that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Why was it so hard? If you're doing an obstacle course or you're doing the barrels or you're doing a combination of both, why were my turns so sloppy, going up to those trot poles or going over that little X or going around that barrel or halting exactly in between those two cones or, whatever it is. Okay, it's very revealing. So I hope you guys will join me in the guided audio writing lessons and go and download those lessons and listen to them, do them step by step. It's a lot of fun. You just hit play. You can put it on the fence post if you want, put it in your pocket, hit play, and you just do what I say. Just do what I say and have a lot of fun. And the biggest, most important thing that you have to do is to remember to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to smile because our horses feed off of us. And if we smile, our horses are smiling and they won't be so bored from us as well. So we have a question from Kara. How to get the most out of your riding lesson? My sister's taking a lesson here locally and I'm recording her lesson for her. So get the most out of your writing lesson in the sense of you want to show that recording of her riding and maybe get feedback. You might have to clarify a little bit. Or if you just mean, how can she actually improve better? Because, this is why I made the guided audio writing lessons. I still encourage students, of course, to always have writing lessons with someone in their area. But the problem is there is a lot of instructors out there, and this is the problem with the equestrian industry. There's a lot of instructors out there that teach something that they're not qualified to teach, or they don't know how to teach it. And unfortunately, there's that expression. I'm sure you probably heard it. Those who can do, those who can't teach. Yeah, that doesn't work so much with horses. But you see a lot of instructors trying to teach stuff that they don't actually know how to do, or they don't know how to do it correctly. So, if a student is taking writing lessons and that instructor might be like the most amazing human being, they might be the best person on the face of the earth, but they're terrible writing instructors. So if you're not progressing and if you're taking lessons and you're just stuck or you're not getting it or it just doesn't click for you or your horse isn't getting it or you're frustrated or whatever, like do these guided audio writing lessons. Okay. Do those not with that instructor there, do your instructor if you really have to, but in your free time, do these guided audio writing lessons because in that scenario, you're going to have a whole bunch of exercises. And I'm going to walk you through and tell you during the lessons what that lesson benefits. Like, what is it going to progress and improve? And there's like all these micro lessons that you can do to incrementally improve. And you can do the same lesson multiple times. But guess what? Just like the barrel racing and obstacle course, the first time you do it, you might fail miserably, but laugh and have a good time. But then you're like, oh, my turns are really bad. So now you're aware. Now you're like, okay, my turns were bad. What do I need to do to fix that? Because I didn't know they were so bad. So now what do I need to do? And then go from there. So, that is definitely my best suggestion. If you haven't already joined the guided audio lessons, I'm just going to go ahead and leave the link for everyone in the chat. It's already in the description. If you guys should already be able to see it in the description down below or up above. I'm just going to go ahead and post it as well in the comments. Yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Kara. If you have any other specific question. Yeah. So just let me know. And feel free to reach out to me, you guys, even if you didn't happen to make it in time for the live stream, if you jump on later and the recording is done, still comment and let me know your questions because I'm happy to answer your questions. Reach out to me by email, reach out to me here, comment. I like hearing from you guys and hearing your stories. So thank you so much, Kara, for your question. And yeah, so that's it for today. It's almost 6:30 here in Italy, and the sun's still out. So I'm gonna go take advantage of the sunshine. And I hope to see you guys next week. I'll start doing my YouTube videos a little bit more frequently, a little bit more regularly. I was kind of taking a little bit of a break while I was in transition, moving from Germany to Italy. So yeah, thank you guys for bearing with me a little bit here. And I look forward to seeing your guys' questions. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. So thank you so much and bye.